Yes, I would. I've lived in Middleton for some time. I'm really concerned about what's going on, the spending in the school district. I know that this is a town that really loves its school, loves its school district, that loves to be able to do these things. But there's something that is really important, and especially as government continues to spend our money federally, it's important that we sort of learn about economics, we learn about constitutional law, we learn about fiscal responsibility, we learn about personal responsibility. And one of the things I'm here to talk about, and hopefully you guys all got this, I wrote this, it was called Freedom or Liberty, and I wrote it in regards to what's happening in the district. Commonly when I come to these things, and I don't get to come to them as often as I want to, I guess I'm going to have to now, but there's very seldom some things that ever don't pass. We've been continually taxed through pension funds, through teachers' retirement funds. We're taxed through the highest tax school that we have in the state. If you actually look at the economic indicators, now I'm not an economic genius, okay? I had to jump into this by force. We have 50% of our town that's on free or reduced lunch, and it gives you some kind of idea of the tax basis and who's actually paying taxes. According to the Constitution of Article 9, Section 1, it says that the legislature shall establish a free common school. It doesn't say fund their retirement forever. It doesn't say spend more money than any other state or any other town in the state, and it especially doesn't say that we can put surveillance cameras up and put our kids under surveillance, that we could lock the doors to their school, this high-tech school that we have that looks more like a prison, with all due respect. You know, the fact that we can just spend money we don't have. Our governments are spending money that we're not even allowed to do ourselves. Our founding fathers had stated that government had no power than what we could do to ourselves. And yet we were allowing them to be able to spend money out of control, all for the sake of the children. Well, let me tell you about what's going on with our children. Our children aren't learning our founding fathers' principles. They're not learning that the rights come from God. And when they understand that rights don't come from God, it means that they're subject to the rights that the government gives them, which means they can be taken away. If you understand that Alexis de Tocqueville did a very nice job in Democracy in America, where he talks about the fact that when we believe that we're a democracy, what that ends up doing is enslaving our children to a totalitarian government through these kinds of taxation.
Tom's 30 seconds.
So what I'm telling you guys is, you know what? The surveillance cameras, the gated, you know, our kids are locked in the high school. I don't want to see that. You know, I'll file a lawsuit if I have to. I'm going to call a TV station. There are people here. The parents aren't even aware of the fact that you guys are doing this. The fact that we're allowing our children to be put under surveillance 24/7 for the safety of our children, why don't we just wrap them in bubble wrap on the way to school? We trust them enough to have driver's licenses and to go according to these unconstitutional laws that our states and our counties are putting upon us, and then all of a sudden the rights are stripped away from my kids. I'm running for the Idaho legislature because this is completely out of control. I'm just asking you guys to stay within the Constitution, and as you are right now, you're violating it. Okay?
Thank you.